Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fallon. It's like Jimmy Fallon, but it's my birth name. I want to break down my top 5 methods for using the Grabovoi codes. That is the number one question I get asked. How do I use the codes? What is the link that I put this into? What number do I call? What buttons do I press on Grand Theft Auto? All of the things, but I've actually managed to get 773% increase in my sales this month. And I also today just randomly got about $1,200 out of like literally thin air. I got a $500 payment on my credit card and I didn't make the payment. Like it doesn't even reflect a checking account that it came from. There is power in these codes, like someplace in the universe, okay? So I'm gonna break down my top 5 methods. We're just gonna jump right into it. Number 1, really easy. You just say the code. You say it out loud. You repeat it out loud. There is no number of times that I know of that you have to repeat it. There may be a certain amount of times that you have to repeat it in order for it to activate, but I, from my experience, have not had to repeat like 25, 2,000, 100. I haven't had to repeat it that many times. I'll think about it, say it in my head 2 or 3 times, and then usually what I do from there is the next method. But I want to just, cover one by one first. So literally just saying it out loud, right? So one of the codes for prosperity, wealth, and abundance that I have been using lately is 536-389-589. I'll just say it a couple of times, like no specific amount of times that I have had to say it. Literally say it like a couple times. That's it. That's number 1. Number 2 is by writing it down. Now, I am going to cover a different video about writing and journaling and manifesting all together. So be sure that you hit the subscribe button for when that comes out, because writing is a super important method in manifestation for a lot of people, not just myself. Writing is super important because it's an ideomotor response. You're connecting to your subconscious mind. Now, when you write out these codes, you're literally thinking about the codes as well. So you're saying them in your head. I have my notebook right here where I have all my codes and all the methods. So I'm actually going to keep this like here because it's like what I'm referencing right now for talking over the bullet points with you. But writing out the codes is a really super powerful way to manifest what it is that you are looking to get from these codes. So that is the second way that you can use these codes. Another way, this is method number 3 right now. Another way you can use the codes, and I'm literally going to show this to you right now because I know this is something that some of my friends do. I don't necessarily do this myself because I haven't really seen it really work in my favor. More of what works for me is writing it out. They'll take a piece of paper, and on the piece of paper, what they'll do is they'll write the code down. So I'm going to use a unexpected money code, which is 5207418. And so this code is now written on this piece of paper. And then what they do before they go and do anything. So like, let's say before I open my notebook, I have the piece of paper right on top of my notebook, which means that I have to move the paper before I open my notebook. Or I could just open it and, like the paper flies around. But either way, if you want to be clean, which most of us do aspire to be, you have to pick up the piece of paper, right? So it's a reminder to say the code. So the way that they do this is they put it on top of their water bottle or their notebook or, their computer, whatever it is. And this way, before you have to do anything with opening your notebook, right? I have to say the code 5207418. Then I put it aside and bam, I open up my notebook, right? So then from there, when you're done, you close it, you put the code back on top so that every time you revisit, you say the code. So it's a quick little reminder. So that's method number 3. Method number 4 that you can also use for these codes is to make them your phone or your computer password or your PIN, right? So a lot of people use it as their computer password because you can write a longer password, including all potentially 8 or 10 numbers. If you have a phone password, it could get a little dicey because some of the codes are 8 numbers in the sequence, and there's only a 6-digit capacity in your phone password. So most of the time, I've seen people use the Grabovoi codes for their computer. That way they can have the full length of the code for whenever they are signing into their computer. And again, this is a very easy way to repeat the code, because what you're going to do is whenever you log into your computer, you're going to type out the code, right? And our computers are literally like, we use them every day. So that's a fourth method of making sure that you really ingrain the codes into your brain, right? And you're really using them. The fifth way that I definitely have heard really good things about is by taking that piece of paper that you have the code written down on, and then, I know this is a spray bottle, it's not like actually like a water bottle, but it'll make do. You put your water bottle on top, and when you aren't drinking your water, the water would imbue the essence of the code, right? So that when you do take a drink of the water, then you envision the code like coming into your body, filling your body with the code. That's another way that I have heard works for some. That's the top 5 methods to use the Grabovoi codes, okay? You don't have to call a number. You don't have to input the coupon code any place. You don't have to press, X, square, circle, triangle on your PlayStation. And you also don't have to call 867-5309 because that number is disconnected. I wanted to go over that because I do get so many questions about how to use the codes. And this way, this will live here for you to revisit in the future if you ever need to. I want to do a couple of quick announcements as far as using the codes and how I have seen my own best manifestations happen. The best way that I have seen work for me is writing the codes down. Again, I write them in my notebook, okay? I have been writing since 2017, and most of everything that I have written has manifested itself into my life, yes. Human design does play a part in this. So if your manifestations aren't working for you, it's probably because you are a different human design than maybe somebody like me or maybe somebody else that manifests things really easily. There's different types of human design profiles, and I would encourage you to definitely figure out what yours is. I am a manifesting generator. I've done my research. Where you were born, the time, when, blah, blah, blah. And it'll spit out what your human design is. I would encourage you to look at that as well because that is going to play a part in how you manifest. I'm going to be doing more videos on how important writing is for manifesting, what types of paper, believe it or not, help you manifest, and what types of paper are not good for you to use in manifesting methods. I'm going to also cover some codes. A lot of the requests I'm going to take here on YouTube. So I'm going to go over videos and I'm going to go over codes, and I am also going to go over just the process that I go through every morning in my morning routine using the codes and manifesting in general. So be sure to stick around, stay tuned. As always, be sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and keep me posted in the comments on what's working, what you're looking for, what codes you're looking to hear, all of the things. And I will be sure to release videos with that as well. So thank you for tuning in. I can't wait to give you more videos on all these numbers and help you out further. So, all right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, no. This is Fallon signing off. Okay, bye.